This is a quick track tutorial for the upcoming event at Maastricht. We're just going under the start-finish lights now. Very long main straight from the last corner to the first. Now your first braking point is underneath these traffic lights. Not the first, but the second one. You go underneath those, and then there's a first gear hairpin that will lead you into the very first, very long tunnel. Just go through the gears and clip your apexes. It's a very long tunnel, but broad enough for overtaking if you get a good slipstream. Now I'm going to slow down here and tell you what the next braking point is. When you see the daylight at the end of the tunnel, you see that sign at the ceiling over there with the red lettering. That is your braking mark, the very last sign before you go back into daylight. So you're in third gear, and then at this keep it as close to the apex as you can, and then when you see this blue billboard on the right side, that is your acceleration point where you can start accelerating again. Then those next blue billboards up in the air there, those are your brake mark for a tight left-hander. It squeezes, it gets tighter and tighter, so slow down enough, then keep it on the right side here because of a very quick left-hander. That's also a bit tight. If you're confident, you can take that on full power. Then go through the gears again. Stay on the left side. This is a very long back straight. Now when you see this brown building on your right, it's an indicator for your upcoming brake marker. That is the sign, the billboard up in the air there. I went too far. I will show it to you properly. That sign up in the air, and on the left side next to that sign is a board that says 150 meters. Excuse me. So that is your brake marker. Then we're coming up to a second gear. You go in third and then you shift down to second gear. A very, very long roundabout. And when you see this road section up ahead, over your head, going over your head there, that is your indicator for a second gear right-hander. Clip the apex, and then it's going through the gears again to the second tunnel. This is a bit tight, it's full power but tight, so be careful with your steering. Going into the second tunnel, much shorter than the first one. And then you see a billboard up in the air there. That is your brake marker for a third gear left-hander. This billboard. Coming up to one of the most exciting corners of the track. Third gear. Clip the apex. And then there's a construction there with the blue thing on it. That is your brake marker for this second gear right-hander. Stay on the left side. Keep it on the left, and then again this blue billboard over there. That's your brake marker for a second gear right-hander again. Keep it on the left side after the apex. Another billboard that also indicates a brake mark for the second gear right-hander. Now give yourself a bit of an angle to go into this second gear left-hander. That's very tight. It leads onto the highway because these are all public roads, of course. And then going under the start-finish lights again. up to the traffic lights where you have to brake. Here. And then first gear hairpin going into the tunnel. Gonna do a flying lap now. So these roads are all, it is a fantasy track because it's not a real racetrack, but the road does exist, but it's not used as a racetrack. But these are all real existing public roads. Coming up to the brake marker. There, brake, third gear. Back to third. Going a bit wide. There's your acceleration point, the blue billboard. Again, braking. Squeezing, squeezing, staying on the right side. If you have confidence, take this flat. Okay, so these are all public roads, existing public roads, and the creator of this track just configured them into a racetrack. So this is all really existing. The brown building, brake marker here. Going in third and then shifting back to second gear. Be very careful here not to overshoot. It's very easy to slam it into the guardrail on the left side. Tight third gear. Left-hander going into the second tunnel. This will give some good slipstream. Then the billboards in the air there. Brake, back to third gear. That almost went pear-shaped. Staying on the left side. Billboard on the right. Braking, second gear. Another billboard. Again braking, second gear, give yourself a bit of an angle. Go into this second gear left-hander that leads you back onto the highway again. That should do it. This track is one of the highlights of the series for me. I hope you will have as much fun on it as I have. Hope to finish the race. Because the last two didn't work out so well, but I hope to finish this race because it's a very fun track, and see you all later. Bye bye.